Tonight, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here. Yes, they can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell their quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Out comes Deshaun Watson, ready to captain the ship here for this Houston offense.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
right? 2 touchdown passes last week. 2 touchdown
passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
On first down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3rd and 4.
Watson now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Brandon Cook.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Chris Carson, the Seahawks ball.
The numbers on the ground for Carson last week. 13 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench to tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the...
And that's caught at the 25. And all the way way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Steps away. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Jason Myers.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And the 10-year bet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, flush to his right. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Well, throw on a quick slant, going to be complete. And down inside the 15. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Seahawks 3, Texans 0.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. This is Jones. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Mark Andrews.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A shotgun snap for Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Taking it about the near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
They run it with Carson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Heavy the bootleg. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle. Now Wilson forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off. Manageable 2nd and short.
More muscle up. 3 tight ends out there. Out to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And his kick is good. 5 plays there on that drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter, get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Here's Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Remaining of the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And his throw is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. Third down here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've got the lead, and certainly a big reason why some of these catches we take a look at right now.
And I've seen it so many times that when units start to play really well, they feed off of each other and play even better. And they're making every catch possible. Contested, non-contested, easy, difficult, big-time plays. And right now, that's why their team's in the lead.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Wilson escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First and 10, and they've got three tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the shotgun, Wilson being chased out left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll roll him out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case,
got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. From the gun, Wilson will make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On second and a yard. Watson, quick hitter here, it's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the visiting Lions who come in and get the road victory. 28-14 was your final score. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. 20-17, your final. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, a touchdown catch in the victory. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
For the Seattle offense, about set to take over once again. And I know that they've...
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Seahawks ball carrier.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 7.
They stay on the ground again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
The tackle made at the 40.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. On the move to his... The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession. Because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good
catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Wilson. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Not much there, only a yard. Now it's 2nd and 9.
At the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Seahawks that lead out a bit.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off of play action, it's Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's been great. Look down at the stat monitor here a moment ago. He's already over 300 yards in the 3rd quarter.
And you get the sense there are plenty more yards to come. He's been sharp right from the beginning, finding the open targets, knows exactly where he wants to go with the football, and is delivering it really well.
And now he is in search of more yardage. They go play action now. Wilson forced out to his left. Going for Metcalf. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get it all the way. Big play there for Seattle. 52 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back now in Houston, it's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Play action. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Rolling to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one.
You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, the tight end becomes a lays-off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Now it's Watson. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. Out of the gun, Watson. He took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for number 84. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. And this would complete to Will Fuller.
Watson's pass.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The Texans on third down. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Watson looks to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Again, it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. A physical play on the football there, and it's second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Third and long, it's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Intercepted by the Seahawks.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 48 yards. And here's Wilson off the bootleg. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that's... Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Dancing to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. There's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. It's caught left side by Crooks. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. And he will find his man on the outside. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year.